I push back on S&M before
I have
S&M go
pushback
in depth.
Yeah.
Oh no, well no, because you're saying that she presented herself as da-da-da-da. No, she was just cute and professional looking and spoke with a very soft presentation. That's all it was. Whatever we throw on people because of how they present is on us. So she could have been a hoe the entire time, but she might have been like a sophisticated hoe who was getting off this shit. Now, unless you can, I think that's really what it is. If y'all wanted to find a reason, low key, to hate on her for a certain reason, because it's like, oh, look at how she just carried herself.
She thinks she
all
cute.
of a sudden, she was a side piece. Ha ha, bitch, you wasn't all that. That's really what it be sometimes if we gonna keep it a thou out, because most guys, we probably don't give a fuck about whether or not she was a side piece or otherwise. In fact, really, girl, get out there to help some of the rest of these side pieces who are not doing it correctly. There's still a market for that.
Yes.
We need to bring back side pieces, okay? Because for far too long, they have been shamed. And here they go, shaming this woman for being a side piece, but not for the fact that she's attractive and she's giving out great advice on how women and men can be and meet and have value.
I want to jump in and do some pushback on all of this. So first of all, this is like being the employee of the month, but you ain't got no goddamn benefits. In her case, she said she's cool with not having benefits because she already stated that she can take the man anyways, regardless, and she don't necessarily want him. Okay, cool. But what about the side chicks that's trying to get the benefits? So what's the point of being the employee of the month if you don't got no goddamn benefits from your position? And
if you knew your job,
so
you would know what benefits come with it. If you knew your job. Then
so
you play your position.
I think in this particular case, you guys just got done talking about how folks are always putting themselves in positions that they're not necessarily in. So if we're going to talk to the regular old side chicks, then they're not in the position that she's in. So therefore, I'm just saying that this just seems like bullshit to me off the rip. So you guys are selective. You're 100% selective in who you encourage, who you uplift when it comes to the women and how they present themselves because it benefits you. And the minute it stops benefiting you, that's when you have an issue. The minute you called out about it, that's when you have an issue. As a matter of fact, I will even go on record and say the fact that we call her side chick was to devalue her right there and immediately. So I would go on record and admit that by calling her side chick, which is a term that I don't know who came up with, we immediately sought to devalue her by calling her that. Because we could have just called her, hey, the mistress. We could have just called her whatever.
No.
But the fact that it was side chick, it was meant to devalue her. So I will go on record and acknowledge that part. But what I'm going to say is, for you guys, ain't y'all part of the side dude delegation?
That was me.
Don't you have vested interest to support this shit? I'm just saying. And the whole there can only be one mentality. I don't have a problem. Like I said, the way I look at it is that if you're going to be on the team, then everybody on the team should know they're on the team. Give them the option to be on the team. If you're going to be a person, i.e. this is your team, then give people the option to be on the team. Obviously, the fiance wasn't aware that she was a team player. Give her the option to be the team player. Now she can decide, hey, yo, this side chick is helping my marriage. Hey, this side chick, hey, you're right. I'm a team player. Let's roll with this because they want the lifestyle or they want the clout or whatever, and fuck the respect, because who the hell needs respect as a woman, even though we're told that we need to respect ourselves and we need to do XYZ to be XYA, whatever the hell. So that's all I'm saying. I'm just pushing back on the fact that you guys are kind of uplifting this, but we're supposed to be a marriage-minded podcast, right? And based on how we all talked about how marriage-minded could be different values, different levels, having that conversation, that negotiation, then why the hell he ain't negotiate with his fiance?
We just talked about how side chicks can save marriages. Go ahead, Delvin.
Why? But once again, you're only talking about the side chick. I'm asking, why didn't he, because you also talk about the negotiation, why didn't he negotiate with his wife that he have this side chick? Where's the negotiation there?
That's a fair criticism, and I have no pushback on you. If you're really this top dog, high value guy, and you're afraid to tell your fiance or wife what it is, that's weird. I can't get down with that. Don't disagree with you. However, she is not an employee. She is a contractor.
She's a 1099.
You get 1099. You got to provide your own benefits. And if everything goes right, we might rehire you again for another contract. We may extend the contract. You're a contract worker. The wife is the employee. Okay, that's how that goes. So the analogy was a little off, but I see where you were trying to go with it. And Nick, also put in the DLC dictionary. We will no longer call them side chicks. We will call them marriage assistants. That's what we want, marriage assistants.
I concur.
I felt like S&M was doing a lot of reaching to like form an argument here. It was like, I'm just trying to pull everything. And if you feel this way about marriage, you should. I was like, girl, what does that have to do with what we're talking about here, right? Now, listen, I'm married by any means, right? And what I'm just trying to say is that there's a lot of times where, marriages are assisted by side chicks, right? And I feel like, one of the reasons why I push back on some of these ideas is because it's like once we take hold of them, it's hard to see beyond that, right? So if we just think that, because you are a side chick, you're not high value, I just don't think that's a worthy thing to hold on to, because why not? Then you have to ask yourself, I feel like you have to bend yourself or stretch yourself or put yourself in a pretzel to try to reach for a reason why a woman may not be high value just because she's on the side. Right? Assuming, let's say they all know of what's going on and she's doing a great service and she ain't fucking everybody. Her body count is mad low, right? She makes her own money. She's very attractive. Like, she's not valuable. Like, maybe we should define what valuable is. And to be honest, S&M, you say, well, guys, when it's up to you and it benefits, who's the person placing the value? Who is the person? You think it's you placing the value? You think it's the fiance placing the value? Absolutely not.
No, it's
us. It's us as men. We reserve the right to place value on side chicks. We get it. Y'all not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all like competition anyway. But the point is,
the wife goes, I assess your side chick as low value.
Yeah. And here's what gets me. And here's a funny thing, right? If a man cheats and he cheats with a chick who is high value, that woman is less likely to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Or she stayed because she got kids.
Because he is not going to let no better bitch take her man. Okay,
that's a fact.
Come
and
on.
Look, here's the thing to S&M. She's a fiance. She could leave right now.
And she's not.
And she's not.
Because she's fighting for it. Just like you say, women don't like competition. She's fighting for her man.
Because she sees the value in the other woman. That's why. Sorry to pull that Trump card on you, S&M, but y'all will tell on yourselves in regard. And here's what's fucked up for men. If you cheat down, she might hold that against you. Mm-hmm. Like, low key, you got to cheat up just to kind of, have a little leverage still. Right. You know what I'm saying? And apparently he did that, right? So I'm going to push back on you guys, right? Because this idea that men got to do it your way, I'm going to push back on that too. Okay? Men have been lying, have been withholding the truth, have been out here cheating successfully for years. And for y'all to bring in your morals while claiming you don't do a thing, how, Sway? But this brother, Khan's old boy, he's living his best life. Who are we to judge him?
He's sitting back watching his laugh.
Lest you be judged.
Not biblical. We didn't get biblical.
But you know what's funny?
I hope not, considering the Bible say thou shalt not commit adultery or fornication. So hopefully we're not getting biblical.
Are we doing? If we're doing Bible scripture, the wedding bed is undefiled.
They're not married.
Oh, then that's not even adultery. Ooh.
It's fornication, which is also if we're talking about the Bible.
You're right. That's different. It is.
I mean,
you get married and then have sex with other people.
And listen, all fun aside, because I feel like we kind of got it lost in the sauce here. But I think you brought up Cheyenne Bryant this episode or maybe previous episodes. There is a larger question, though. So I think we can agree, or most of us can agree, that she probably has enough experience to where she can be credible for the topics that she speaks on, for the most part, right? Maybe there's some areas that maybe it's questionable. I'll give you some of that S&M just because you're my sister and I love you. But in truth, we can maybe land there, right? But I guess my question for y'all, though, is this.